time for Exact Notes. It's just Exact Notes. Music rocks. Yeah.
Hello and welcome to Lesson 1 of the Essential Elements for Guitar course. I am the teacher, Mr. Zach, and I will be guiding you through every single lesson in the book, starting with number 1, which is the thing I just played. Take a look at the chord diagram at the top here. This is supposed to represent your guitar. Look at that. Those are the frets, the metal parts of the frets. The plastic part at the top is called the nut, and this is a chord diagram. So the top piece there shows you what's called the nut. The bottom ones show you the frets. If it has a 0 there, it means just to play the open string. So I'm plucking that. And it should sound like that. If it doesn't, then you need to go tune your instrument. Then you're going to put your pointer finger number 1. Here's my hand, here's my pointer finger, on the first fret, right behind the fret, on the point of my finger, behind the fret, like that. And I'm going to pluck it down here, and now I'm on string 2. And then I'm going to go to the 3rd string, and since it has a 0 over it, it means that I'm going to play the open string there. And there's E, B, and G strings, and I'm going to strum all 3 of them together with my pointer finger right here. And right now I'm just using my thumb to pluck. If I wanted to, I could be using my pick. And you just put the pick between your fingers like that, and then strum down. And you get much more sound out of it. What I like to usually have my students do is take your hand off, shake it out, and find it again. Point your finger. My thumb is right behind the 1st fret here or so. Some people like to have it behind the 2nd fret. Since my pointer finger is going to be behind the 1st fret, I'm going to put my thumb by the 1st fret, press it down on that 2nd string. Check and make sure if you're getting it, because the odds are, if this is your very first time playing guitar, you're probably not getting it perfect right away. The thing you're going to want to do is pluck 1 string at a time. So open G string, and then my pointer finger on the 2nd string, the B string, and then the open E string. And if they all sound good, then you're good. If they don't sound good, then you're not good. But here's what you should do about it. Swing your elbow around a little bit. Make sure you're getting your pointer finger right on the tip. I like to describe it to my students like if you're pinching someone, which you shouldn't go doing very much, but if you're gonna pinch someone, does it hurt more if you do it like this? Ouch! Or if you do it like this? We don't have as much power when we pinch like this, right? We want to pinch right on the points of our fingers. And that's kind of what we're doing when we press down a guitar string. Make sure it's not touching into the other strings. Check one more time. And if you got that, then go to the 2nd chord, which might be a little easier. This is called the G7 chord. The one we just did was the C chord. And you'll see it's got a 1 on the 1st string, and then open string, open string. So I'm going to press that down. Now I'm on the 1st string, make sure it sounds good, and then I'm going to play all 3. And then I'm going to strum them fast. Strum fast. And then we can start rocking. And all I'm doing is switching between G7 and C. This brings us to exercise number 1, which is called a perfect pair. They call it that because these 2 chords go so nicely together. It's going to start with the C chord, and then this thing is called a slash mark, and it tells you that you're going to have to play that note or that chord every time they write a slash. So slash, 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 slash. There's 8 of them. So I'm going to make the C chord, which is the pointer finger on the 2nd string. Press it down, strum all 3, make sure I got it. Sounds pretty good. And then strum them 8 times. Ready? Let's try it together if you've got it. 1, 2, ready, go. Was that 8? Let's do it one more time. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then switch to the G7 chord. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then it doesn't say to do it again, but the song would be completely boring if that's all you played. So here's what you want to do instead. A little faster, and then just get your fingers switching from one to the next. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, switch. C2, and I'm doing it again. 6, 7, 8, G7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It sounds better if I end on the C chord, so that was the last one I played. And that is your first song. Practice it a little bit on your own, and when you're ready, go on to song number 2. You got it.